Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, ISKCON founder Acharya Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki, Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam Puran ki, Jai Gaur Premanande Hari. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam Namaskritya
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam
Tato Jaya Mudiraye
Tato Jaya Mudiraye
Nashtaprayesu Abhadresu
Nashtaprayesu Abhadresu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Sloke
Bhagavate Uttama Shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki
Nandanaya cha
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya
Nanda
Gopa Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha
Govindaya
Namo Namaha
Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim
Tamaham
yatkripatam
Vande
Shri Guru Dinatarinam Shri Paramanandam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hare Krishna.
Hare
Today we
Krishna.
are very, very happy and pleased to again assemble together here on this online media, which has been our source of connection and association since the last 2 to 3 years. And post by the mercy of Corona, people could use it more and more to connect to each other. But devotees were more blessed because they could come more close together through this online media. So I would like to welcome our dear devotees, Vinayak Prabhu, Paresh Prabhu, Omkar Prabhu, Avinash Prabhu. So Avinash Prabhu, and from Prayagraj we have Akash Prabhu, and Avinash Prabhu is from Kurukshetra, and Omkar Prabhu from Jaipur, Vinayak Prabhu and Paresh Prabhu from Orissa, Bhubaneswar area. So Vinayak Prabhu is here at his home, and today we have with here personally, physically, we have Maheshwar Prabhu and one very special devotee with us. He is the principal and running a school of called Rich Look, and there are around 100 students there. So he is joining today along with sitting in front of me here. So we would like to welcome Sneha Sis Prabhu. Devo.
Haribo.
So as Prabhupada said that if the teachers are trained in Krishna consciousness, then they can be actual teachers. Otherwise they are cheaters. So these are Prabhupada words, not my words. So teachers, if they are trained in Krishna consciousness, they are actually teachers. So we are very fortunate that Prabhuji, who has around more than 100 students under him, is willing to learn something from this Srimad Bhagavatam, and he can implement, pass on to the students. So without wasting further time, we would like to go enter deeply, dive into the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we were continuing the third canto, third chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Gajendra's Prayer of Surrender. So here Gajendra's beautiful prayers to Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, for protection and for Lord's glorification. We are going through it, and I hope everyone is relishing, although I am not at all good in describing the pastimes, but all of you are tolerating me, so that is your great Vaishnava behavior. So today we will be studying text number 7. So all of you can recite after me. Didrikshavo yasya padam sumangalam. All of you can check out this verse 3.3.7. Prabhuji, you can search me Google. Sorry, 8.3.7. 8. Just write in Google SB 8.3.7. SB space 8.3.7. Mashat, you can help. Didrikshavo yasya padam sumangalam.
Didrikshavo yasya padam sumangalam.
Vimukta sangha munaya susadhava.
Vimukta Sangamaya Susadhava.
Mukta sangha munaya
Charanti aloka
susadhava.
vratam apranambane.
Charanti aloka vratam aprambane.
Vratam avaranambane.
Bhutatma bhuta surida samegatihi.
Bhutatma
Bhutatma bhuta suhrada samegatihi.
Didrikshavo yasya padam sumangalam.
Didrikshavo padam mangalam.
Didrikshavo yasya padam sumangalam.
Susadhava.
Vimukta Sangamaya Susadhava.
Vimukta sangha munaya susadhava.
Charanti aloka vratam avranambane.
Charanti aloka vratam
Charanti aloka vratam avramanambane.
Bhutatma bhuta surida samegatihi.
Bhutatma bhuta suhrada samegatihi.
Didrikshavo yasya padam sumangalam.
Didrikshavo yasya padam sumangalam.
Vimukta sangha munaya susadhava.
Vimukta
Sangha munaya susadhava.
Charanti aloka vratam avranambane.
Charanti aloka vratam avranambane.
Bhutatma bhuta surida samegatihi.
Bhutatma bhuta
suhrada samegati.
Yes, please recite.
Didrikshavo yasya padam sumangalam.
padam sumangalam.
Vimukta Sangha Munaya Susadhava.
Vimukta
sangha munaya susadhava.
Charanti aloka vritam apranambane.
Charanti
aloka vratam apranambane.
Bhutatma bhutaha juhuda samegatihi.
Bhutatma
bhuta suhrada samegati.
Omkar Prabhu.
Didrikshavo yasya padam sumangalam.
Didrikshavo yasya padam sumangalam.
Vimukta sangha munaya susadhava.
Vimukta sangha
munaya susadhava.
चरन्ति आलोकव्रतम् अव्रणं वने भूतात्मभूता सुहृदा समे गतिः
अविनाश प्रभु अविनाश प्रभु
दिदृक्षवोगस्य पदं सुमङ्गलम् विमुक्तसङ्गमुनयः सुसाधवः चरन्ति आलोकव्रतम् अब्रह्मणे भूतात्मभूता सुहृद समे गति
You'd like to read? Okay. This time you are, next time you will read. Okay. Anyone would like to read? Avinash Prabhu.
दिदिराक्षुयास पदं सुमङ्गलम् विमुक्तसङ्गमुनयः स्वदभावः चरन्त्यालोकव्रतम् अव्रणं वने भूतात्मभूतः सुहृदः समे गतिः
आकाश प्रभु पढ़िए।
दिदृक्षवो यस्य पदं सुमङ्गलम् विमुक्तसङ्गमुनया सुसाधवम् चरन्ति आलोकवृतम् अवर्णं वने भूतात्मभूता सुहृदं समे गति
आकाश प्रभु पढ़ते हैं तो ऐसे एकदम राधा गोविंद महाराज जी का याद आ रहा है, तो ऐसे ही पढ़ते हैं। एक्सेंट थोड़ा मैच कर रहा है। महेश्वर प्रभु
पदं सुमङ्गलम् विमुक्तसङ्गमुनयः सुसाधवः चरन्त्यालोकव्रतम् अव्रणं वने भूतात्मभूता सुहृद समे गति।
Anyone left out? सब पढ़ लिए? Okay. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki
जय।
Translation. Renunciates and great sages who see all living beings equally, who are friendly to everyone, and who flawlessly practice in the forest the vows of Brahmacharya, Vanaprastha and Sannyas, desire to see the all auspicious lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. May that same Supreme Personality of Godhead be my destination. Very beautiful sloka, purport. This verse describes the qualifications for devotees or persons highly elevated in spiritual consciousness. What are the symptoms? So we can see devotees are always equal to everyone. This is the first qualification. Devotees are equal to everyone, seeing no distinction between lower and higher classes. Panditaha Samadarshina. They look upon everyone as a spirit soul who is part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. Thus they are competent to search for the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Understanding that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the friend of everyone, Suhridam Sarva Bhutana. They act as friends of everyone on behalf of the Supreme Lord, making no distinction between one nation and another or one community and another. They preach Krishna consciousness, the teachings of Bhagavad Gita everywhere. Thus they are competent to see the lotus feet of the Lord. Such preachers in Krishna consciousness are called Paramahamsas. As indicated by the word Vimukta Sangha, they have nothing to do with material conditions. One must take shelter of such a devotee in order to see the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Ajnanatirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashyata Desaparini. Namo Vishnu. Hare Krishna. So,
Hare Krishna.
Once His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj and His Holiness Sachinandan Swami Maharaj. So they are senior Srila Prabhupada disciples, sannyasis and gurus in ISKCON. So both of them were sitting together. And after the Kirtan, they did Kirtan, they were discussing with each other. And then all of a sudden, Param Pujya Radhanath Swami Maharaj, he said to the devotees who were sitting in audience, said, from today around 80 to 100 years back, there was a great brutal person known as Hitler. This Hitler he belonged to which community? He belonged to the Nazism. Nazis are there, no? Means mostly they are German, from German. And he had a great enmity with the Jewish person. So what he did, he captured all the Jewish person and put them in big boilers. Like pressure cooker we have to cook rice. There are big boilers. They used to put these Jewish people inside that and put the fire. Those were known as concentration camps. So he would put them and burn them to, cook them to fire. Of course, not to eat them, but to kill them. So this kind of enmity he had towards the Jewish. Now, in today's world also we see, especially Indians, have such kind of enmity, kattar, dushmani towards tea country, Pakistan. And there is no problem in naming the name. So India, Pakistan means they are completely on their foot with swords and all, lathis. चलो एकदम दिखा देते हैं अपना हिंदुत्व. And they are also similarly in that mood. So we know India, Pakistan, then we have US and Gulf. Like sometimes back there was a fight between US and the Gulf country, Saddam Hussein. And then there is which all other enmity? We have Japan.
रशिया यूक्रेन अभी
Russia and Ukraine is still going on, although neighboring countries like us. Then there is China is, I think, enemy to all. China is enemy to all because he is blamed for corona. That is why he has become enemy. So we see that this enmity is there, fully prevalent in the world. And within India also there is enmity. उड़ीसा में हमें अलग स्टेट चाहिए, कौशल राज्य. Sambalpuri side, western side, they want another state. So there is enmity going on. Then there is enmity between Bengali and Bihari. There is eternal enmity. Right now I heard that from Andhra Pradesh they are kicking out all this northern people. From Maharashtra they removed all the Bihari people, UP wale, bhaiyas. So within the country there is enmity. Within the home there is enmity. Within brothers, husband and wife, there is enmity. So we have to understand the root cause of this enmity. Then only we can end. Prabhupada used to say, just by making one UNO organization, United Nations organization, the name is united, but they never unite. They are always disunited. And what is the proof? Can anyone say what Prabhupada said? What is the proof? Every time they would come for a peace summit, UN peace summit, and at the end of the meeting, there would be a new flag. You understood? At the end of every meeting, there would be a new flag. What does that mean? A new country is formed. Means new country means what? There was some free land, they made a new country. No. There was one country. Now those within that country, they divided into two countries. So where is the point of peace summit? They are getting more disunited. The flags are increasing. So unity would be that, no, we will come under one flag. That is unity. So Prabhupada said, these are all bogus, waste of time. Just by creating meetings and resolutions, you can't bring unity. Here, in this sloka, we come to understand. So Radhanath Maharaj and Sachinandan Maharaj, so Maharaj was saying, from today 100 years back, the Nazis, they killed the Jews. And there was an eternal enmity between both of them. But now, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, I am a Jew. Radhanath Maharaj is Jew. I am a Jew, I belong to a Jewish family. And Sachinandan Maharaj belongs to the German family. He is from Germany. And now we are together sitting, embracing each other and doing Harinam Sankirtan. Only Krishna consciousness can uproot this consciousness, this body consciousness, this nation consciousness, this color consciousness, caste consciousness. Then only one can come together. Otherwise, no matter one may be in one family, in one country, in one world, or wherever, there will be always enmity. So here Gajendra is making a beautiful prayers. He's saying that those who are real sadhus, who is a real sadhu? So in Bhagavad Gita, can anyone say this verse, who sees everyone equally? Pandita. Does anyone remember this verse? All great scholars here. Anadi Bahirmukh Jivas here. Anyone remembers this verse? Okay. Anyone? What is the first line? Brahmane gavi hastini suni chaiva swapakecha. What is the first line? Pandita Samadarshina. Search. Suni chaiva swapakecha. Anyone remembers? Vidya Vinaya Sampanne, right? Okay, all of you recite after me. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne.
Vidya Vinaya Sampanne
Brahmane Gavi Hastini.
Brahmane
Gavihastine
Suni Chaiva Swapakecha.
Suni Chaiva
Sopakecha
Pandita Samadarshina.
Pandita Samadarshina.
He's saying that a real devotee or Krishna conscious person is one. He is actually a Pandita, not this Pandiji. He is not Pandiji. Pandiji is one who sees a Brahman, a Gavi, a cow, Hastini, elephant, Suni means a dog, and Sopake means a dog eater, Chandal. So one who sees all these five in equal vision, he is a Pandita. That knowledge is the real knowledge. So how can that come? They say, when one understands that everyone is connected to Krishna. How? That each of them is a living entity, a soul, who is a part of the Supreme Soul. But they have different bodies. Like in human being also we see no two bodies match together. Chinese body, they have flat nose. The nose is completely flat. Like someone is given boxing. And some have very big nose, African people. And their lips are like our two lips joined together is equal to their one lip. So they have big lips. And their hairs are always like Shivji, Jatadhari. So different textures and colors and all. So this is just a covering, but inside the living entity is same. So when one comes to Krishna consciousness, he sees that even one may be an ant or one may be an elephant. The living entity is the same, the soul. Just has a different kind of a covering. And along with that, he's not alone. The super soul is also with him as a Paramatma. So when he sees that Supreme Soul within every living entity, so he can have equal vision. That does not mean that सब तो equal vision है. चलो अभी जैसे गुरु महाराज को मैं प्रणाम करता हूँ, तो शेर भी जो है हमारे शेर के सामने भी जाके प्रणाम करूंगा. ये भी तो एक जीवात्मा है, उसके सामने भी जाके दंडवत प्रणाम करूंगा. तो शेर भी फिर क्या करेगा? महाप्रसादी गोविंदे करेगा. आ जाओ मेरे पास. तो equal vision does not mean that you are completely foolish. You have that vision. You know that it is the Supreme Soul. But according to the body, we have to deal. Like someone is very dirty and messy and belongs to a mlecha. So he's not pure. Although he's a living entity, but he's not pure. But someone is a Brahmin and he's a sadhu Vaishnav. So he's a pure. So we can associate with him. But we know that he's a living entity. But his consciousness is very low. That vision is always there. And regarding Pandit also, Chanakya Pandit gives a very beautiful definition. Does anyone know? Snehasis Prabhu? What Chanakya Pandit says about Pandita? He is a real learned person. Bhaktism a Pandit. He gives specifically one definition. All of you can remember. He says, Matrivat paradaresu. Matrivat paradaresu. Noshtravat paradravyesu. Atmavat sarvabhutesu. Ya pasyanti sa pandita. Pasyanti means जो देखता है. पश्यंती मीन्स देखता है. जिसका विजन ऐसा है उससे ही मैं पंडित मानता हूं. And Prabhupada always used to quote Chanakya Pandit. What is the three things? Matrivat paradaresu. Others' wife. Paradaresu. Dara means wife. Paradaresu matrivat. To see others' wife as mother. So one devotee was asking his Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj means others' wife as mother, and those who is not married, so he is not others' wife. How can we see him, her? Well, except from your wife and apart from your wife, you have to see everyone as mother. Oh, okay, now it is clear. I thought it is only about the married woman, but to everyone you have to see as woman, mother. So that is why the training was given. Earlier, like you have school now. So now they are calling, what they are calling to the teachers? Ma'am. Ma'am, right? So ma'am word is a perverted word. It has come from the Western world. But earlier they used to call Guru Mata or Mata. Even I know in Saraswati Sisu Mandir, they call Guru Ma. Guruji, Guru Ma. So that is our Vedic culture. In the Gurukul, when people, the parents would send their children, since 5 years they would send to Gurukul. Till 25 they have to say, no more parents and all, no home, stay in Gurukul. And there Guruji will send, go and do bhiksha. So they will go to the house and say, Mate bhiksham dehi. Mate bhiksham dehi. So their tongue is getting used to always call Mate. So Mate. So when they grow up, they see everyone as Mata. So by that they get this sanskar. And now the sanskar is completely opposite. They want to enjoy everyone. And such pervert and such degraded, nowadays it's like hog civilization. Prabhupada says this is hog civilization. Hog means, you know, no? Hog means, not hug. Hog.
Yes.
Hog means pig. Pig civilization. This pig, it gives birth to at 1 to 2 dozen of children at a time. And when this children grows up, after some time, this pig has sex with his own mother and with his own sister. So this is called hog civilization. So right now, the whole world is going in this hog civilization. Such degraded. The Kali Yuga is becoming so degraded. And what to speak of training about Matrivat Paradaresu. Still Prabhupada has, that is why I use the word Mataji. In ISKCON, sometimes some devotees said, Prabhupada, this our life members, they feel offended when we call them Mataji. हट, माताजी क्या बुला रहे हो हम क्या बूढ़े हो गए? माताजी बुला रहे हैं, बहन जी बुलाइए. तो बोल रहे, Prabhupada, can we call them बहन जी? No बहन जी. Today बहन जी, then no बहन जी, only Mataji. So Mataji, and see them as mother. Yes, Prabhupada. So at least if we can't have that vision, when we call Mataji, we can at least get reminded Mataji. So that is why Prabhupada used to use this term Mataji, no other word. So it may be okay, it's a small child, it's okay. But once it is grown up, then we should always address as Mataji and Prabhuji. So Matrivat Paradaresu. Then Loshtravat Paradravyesu. किसी और का चीज जितना भी मूल्यवान हो, मेरे लिए वो कचड़े के समान. चाहे वो रास्ते में गिरा हुआ बड़ा सोने का खंड हो कि एक पैसा का बंडल हो, मेरे लिए वो कचड़ा है. लेकिन मूर्ख नहीं बनना है. मूर्ख है वो छोड़ के आ गया नहीं, उसको लेके भगवान को दे दो, ये बुद्धिमानी. लेकिन मेरे लिए कचड़ा है, ऐसा विजन. और अभी क्या विजन है? राम नाम जपना, पराया माल अपना. जहां मिल रहा है दबोच लो. अरे कहां से क्या मिल रहा है? अरे बिजू पटनायक आधार कार्ड मिल रहा है, ले लो. बीपीएल कार्ड है लेकिन वो तो गरीबों के लिए. अरे जो मिल रहा है ले चलो. हेल्थ कार्ड सब ले चलो, है ना. पराया माल अपना. So Loshtravat Paradravyesu. And third is Atmavat Sarva Bhutesu. Atmavat Sarva Bhutesu means to see everyone as like me. मुझे कोई चांटा मारता है तो मुझे कितना दर्द होता है. मुझे कोई गाली देता है तो मेरे ईगो को कितना ठेस पहुंचता है. मुझे कोई अपमानित करता है तो कितना हृदय में जलन होता है. तो उसी तरह मैं जब किसी को चांटा मारूंगा, मैं जब किसी को गाली करूंगा, मैं जब किसी को अपमानित करूंगा, तो उसको भी वैसा ही कष्ट होगा. आत्मवत सर्वभूतेषु. मेरे गले में कोई चाकू रख के काट देगा, कैसा लगेगा? और मैं जब वहां पे मुर्गी के रख के काटता हूं, बढ़िया आज रसोई करूंगा. तो जो पंडित है, he is always Atmavat Sarvabhutesu. He thinks whatever pain he gets, how the other living entity will get, and he empathizes. So ये तीन जो गुण है वो पंडित में होना चाहिए. मातृवत परदारेषु, आत्मवत सर्वभूतेषु और लोष्ट्रवत परद्रव्येषु. So this is what Chanakya Pandit says. So here Gajendra is saying that the sadhus who are completely renunciates means those who have completely given up all worldly attachments. They see every living being equally and who are friendly to everyone. They are all. देखिए ये जो समाज में जो साधु कैटेगरी है वो सबसे ज्यादा क्या है, मतलब सेफ कैटेगरी है. उनसे कभी किसी को खतरा नहीं हो सकता. जो साधु लोग हैं उनसे कभी किसी को खतरा नहीं हो सकता. भले ही बाहर के लोग कुछ भी कपट हो सकता है, कुछ ठग लेंगे, इन साधु लोग से कभी किसी को खतरा नहीं हो सकता. दे आर मोस्ट सेफेस्ट कैटेगरी एंड रेयरेस्ट एक्सटिंक्ट स्पीसीज. धीरे धीरे कम हो जा रहे हैं. सो ही सेइंग दे आर वेल विशर ऑफ एवरीवन. Prabhupada used to write in the letter at the end, your ever well wisher, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Prabhupada wrote a letter to Mahatma Gandhi in the year 1947. Then Mr. Gandhi this is not the first time I am writing you a letter. I have written you letters many times. But unfortunately, I have not gotten any reply. So maybe I hope that this letter reaches you and I get a reply. So Prabhupada writes, you are working day out and day in for the country. But very soon, if you don't stop doing this, the same countrymen will kill you. Prabhupada had written that letter just 3 to 4 months before Gandhiji was shot. How could Prabhupada do? So Prabhupada gave him a proposal. You are a public figure, people follow you. So use that to preach the message of Bhagavad Gita. That is the ultimate solution for all these problems. But unfortunately, either the letter did not reach or Mahatma Gandhi did not pay any attention and he was killed. So Prabhupada was a well-wisher of everyone and devotee is well-wisher of everyone. So, and he's saying, and these devotees, they are constantly engaged in doing tapasya. And what is the object of their tapasya? Why do we wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning? और क्योंकि 4 बजे का जो नींद होता है वो सबसे सुख देने वाला नींद होता है. You might have experienced, Snehasis Prabhu, the time at 4 a.m. in the morning, the sleep that comes, and is like, even one may pay us thousands, but will not sacrifice this sleep. That's the most palatable and delicious sleep we have. सुबह सुबह जो मॉर्निंग का ठंडा ठंडापन और उस समय जो नींद, आहा. But devotees, they sacrifice that sleep. Of course, before that they don't sacrifice. Sleep is equally important to them. Once one Prabhuji was saying in Chowpatty what happened, ISKCON Chowpatty, that somehow the alarm of the pujari, it started ringing 1 hour before. So he had given alarm of 3:30. So it rang at 2:30. And he did not see the time because every day 3:30 my alarm rings. So he thought that this is now 3:30. So he went to the bathroom, got ready, and he was calculating in his mind because we are used to. Because today I have gone to bathroom and without seeing the time, I can estimate 1 to 2 minutes okay, but I can know that how much time I spent in the bathroom. Now what is the time? I can know. So the pujari thought actually it's now 1 hour. Got ready with tilak and all ready. 1 hour passed, now it must be 4:30. So 4:30 I have to blow the conch shell. So he went and in the Chowpatty temple, the devotees, the Brahmachari, they sleep in the temple hall. So it was dark. So he went and blew the conch shell. And all the Brahmacharis, they are sleeping. Hey, what happened? Conch shell, 4:30. And then he opened the altar also. Opened the altar and Lord Darshan is opened. He is ready with puja and all. And they all woke up. अरे time कितना हुआ है? 3:30 ही तो हुआ है. ये क्या पागल हो गया? And he was about to start आरती. They all woke up in a united. And they went, hey, सुन. Time कितना हुआ है? Time कितना हुआ है? अरे 4:30 हो गया मंगल आरती. Time देख 3:30 हुआ है. अरे मेरे घड़ी में तो 4:30 हुआ है. कहाँ है तुम्हारा घड़ी? मोबाइल. मैंने सौ 3:30 हुआ है. पागल हो गया. बंद कर, ऑल्टर बंद कर. ऑल्टर बंद कर और अभी 1 घंटा और सोने दे हमें. So they closed the altar and slept for more 1 hour. Half an hour at least. So the sleep is also dear to devotees, but they sacrifice the most important part of their sleep, not beyond that. So they wake up at early 4 o'clock. Then they give up all the sense gratification things. They might be liking filmy music very much. Kishore Kumar and all those who are there. So they might be so fond of them. But after coming to Krishna consciousness, because Guru has said, Sadhu has said, no more. So they sacrifice. They like to wear nice jeans, Wrangler and Levi's and all. But Prabhuji or Sadhu has said, so no more, sacrifice. They like to talk with girls and mix with them, but restricted, no more. So they are sacrificing all their likings and interests. Why? To please Krishna. So earlier, and also they follow Brahmacharya, full abstaining from sex life. And they take austerities. They sleep on the floor. They do Ekadasi. They do service for the Lord, clean the temple, all the services, physical service, just to please the Lord. So here Gajendra is saying, they flawlessly practice in the forest. So that time the forest was there. Now it is about Krishna consciousness. Desire to see the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the ultimate desire. Why am I taking all this austerity? Why have I given up my family life? Why have I'm staying here in ashram? Why am I doing all these services? Why am I preaching? Whatever. It's just to have the darshan of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of God. So Gajendra is saying, so the sadhus, the devotees are practicing so much austerity to see that Supreme Personality of Godhead. So just imagine how important and how prominent he is for the devotees and the sadhus. So that Supreme Personality of Godhead, may he be my destination. May I get or attain him. And the sadhus, because they are always thinking about the Supreme Personality of Godhead in their heart, so they have direct darshan. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadeva hridayesu vilokayanti yam shama sundaram achintya guna swarupam govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. You are anointing the eyes with the ointment of love. They always see the beautiful form of Shyama Sundar within their heart. And with love. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena. Santa sadeva hridayesu vilokayanti. Vilokayanti means the sea. Every time the Supreme Lord, Shyam Sundar. So, when we take austerities, when we take hardship or trouble to please Krishna, and how to please Krishna? We cannot directly please Krishna. We can please Krishna by following the instructions of spiritual master. So just by pleasing the spiritual master and pleasing the Vaishnavas, we can easily please Krishna. Directly pleasing Krishna is very difficult. Yasya prasadat Bhagavat prasado yasya aprasadam nakati kutopi. So that is why Gajendra is praying that this devotees who are always equally visioned to all the living entities, they are friendly to all the living entities, and they are taking so much austerity to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So these devotees whom they always desire to see, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not just the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. May that Supreme Personality of Godhead be my ultimate destination. I want to attain him only in my life. So that should be our prayer. मुझे और कुछ नहीं, मुझे कृष्ण से कुछ नहीं चाहिए, मुझे कृष्ण से कुछ नहीं चाहिए, मुझे कृष्ण ही चाहिए। समझ गए? मुझे कृष्ण से कुछ, कृष्ण मुझे आपसे कुछ नहीं चाहिए, मुझे आप ही चाहिए।
आप चाहिए।
बस डिवोटी का ये प्रेयर होता है, मुझे आपसे कुछ नहीं चाहिए, मांगो क्या मांगते हो, मुझे आपसे कुछ नहीं चाहिए, मुझे आप ही चाहिए। तो ये प्रार्थना हमें कृष्ण से करना है। ओके, हरे कृष्णा। एनी क्वेश्चंस, एनी क्वेरीज, कमेंट्स, फीडबैक्स? We have Milan Kumar with him. Milan Kumar?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
हाँ, हरे कृष्णा। Milan Kumar is from Bhubaneswar?
Science point on good.
नो हाँ
अच्छा अच्छा,
फ्रॉम साइंस।
Science Point. Okay, means he used to come to our IVF classes. You used to come to Sunday class?
यस।
No sir. Oh yes yes yes.
So where are you now?
Khamar or Palhoda.
Oh.
Look.
At your home. Okay. So you can come sometime to temple and meet me personally. Are you chanting now?
Yes. One round.
Very good, very good. Okay. So thank you all.
And Bhagavad Gita.
So reading Bhagavad Gita. Very good. So others might be feeling that he is chanting one round and Prabhuji is glorifying. Very good, very good. And I am chanting 8 round and he is after me. Arey, when will you come to 16 round? No glorification. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. So Vishwaranjan Prabhu and Paresh Prabhu, Omkar Prabhu, Akash Prabhu, Avinash Prabhu, Vinayak Prabhu and Milan Kumar Prabhu. So we would like to welcome Milan Kumar Prabhu by chanting Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
So if you can feel, you can join this Sunday classes every day from 4, every Sunday from 4 to 5. So thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki.
जय
ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की।
जय
श्री गजेंद्र की। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की। निताई गौर प्रेमानंद।
हरि बोल
Okay. There is a good news for all of us. In the coming Ram Navami, there will be a Diksha ceremony, and our very dear Paresh Prabhu and Vishwaranjan Prabhu from here, they will be accepting Diksha and entering into the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. Hari Bol.
हरि बोल हरि बोल।
So if you shower your blessings upon them so that they may strictly follow the vows and not just bless but also get ready for the next Diksha ceremony yourself.
हरि बोल।
Hari Bol. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hari Bol.
हरि
Dandat Pranam.
परशुराम गेट रेडी। अब विश्वरंजन प्रभु आमर ये प्रभु नहीं सिल्लू प्रभु नहीं कथा होना कौन अरे सूर्यकांत प्रभु विश्वरंजन प्रभु सूर्यकांत प्रभु ना
No.
No.
आओ
जसवंत प्रभु बड़ा है।
दुश्मन प्रभु
पढ़ के जाएं।
अच्छा बढ़िया दीक्षा ने परेश प्रभु क्या इच्छा के तुंडो परेश प्रभु क्या अमित प्रभु तो सब जानते हरे कृष्णा मिलन